easy to study the Arabic language in their field. So if we have a professional business person like nurses, doctors, wanna take simple, flexible hours to learn the Arabic to communicate with their clients, the institute help them to do that and achieve their goals.
I see. Now, I obviously can't speak Arabic, although you've taken a couple moments and tried to show me how to write my name and that kind of stuff. But
I will.
It's one of those languages that is Greek to me, but it's not Greek, which is the problem. How long, if you wanted to teach me, how long would it be before I could have a conversation of some kind with you in Arabic?
Well, it depends about each student or each person how much they can take. I start with you with the simple letters and how we connect them and the meaning behind each connection. And then the first level is like takes 2 months with me. If you take intensive classes like 5 hours a week, multiply it by 4 weeks, then you will have enough hours. Within 20 hours you will be able to write, translate simple words. You will be able to write your names and name and your family names. You will have a little bit small conversation with me. And it's like just the first baby steps, they say. You make sentences, and then the second level I will take you higher. When I see that you pass the first level 2 months,
Sure.
take you higher level 4 months, another 2 months, then you will be able to have half page written by you in Arabic.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
the way I put the program for you, it's a very nice, easy, color coded. It helps a lot to understand how the Arabic start, why start that way, why we connect it this way, what is the meaning. With the English grammar, you will be able to compare
Okay.
and to see the differences between your grammar, my grammar, and then it will make sense to you. Then you are on your own.
Wow, great.
The third level, you will have more reading, more translating, more speaking, and you will have something called in-service training. You work with an Arab speaker who speaks Arabic with you, no English, for at least 10 hours a month. Then you graduate if you like, and then you keep going in enhancing, developing your language if you like.
Wow. So it's a well thought out program all the way from start to finish.
It is, yes. I have
And
it.
you cover the
special-
writing of it too? You
Yes.
do? Now,
Writing.
And the
reading.
writing is interesting because it's really beautiful, almost like calligraphy, but you do
is.
it backwards. You go right to left.
From right to left, exactly.
It-
Setting on a line. It does not go, straight from up to down.
Sure.
Straight on lines. A lot of letters change shapes because of that connection letters.
I see. So is that a hard transition for English-speaking people to change their mind on that?
Yes,
Is that hard?
in the first 2 weeks it is hard for them, but I always take care of that part from the first class.
Interesting.
I always put that in front of them in PowerPoint presentation to show them what they are expecting with the classes, how things will be changed. So their homework will start from the page right to left.
Sure.
They don't stable the paper from the left side.
Okay.
They need to stable it from
right
right
side.
side. So when I give them a homework or a practice or lessons, they always,
Have it in the wrong
it's,
spot.
yeah, it's sealed. Why the homework is sealed? They say, no, it's from here to here. So it's funny if,
It's actually a
things.
trick question. You get 10 points on that. If you screw up the staple, then you.
They
I know,
well,
it's-
it happened with me. Some of the students, they thought I made a mistake though, so they want to take it and say no.
No. That's the way. Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Now you've been involved too. You've done some medical interpreting, so I suppose you get some Arabic-speaking people that might wind up in the hospital or whatever, and you've done some courtroom work as
Yes.
well. Is that right?
Yes.
What is any of that like? I mean, is
Yeah,
that-
how I connected. Well, back in 2002, when I found myself in school, in medical field, I learned everything about medical assistant.
Okay.
And I translated everything from English to Arabic. So I became like encyclopedia in my field, Arabic, English for both medical field, medical terms, medical surgeries, even the minor things. And one of my friends, she was a teacher.
Okay.
And she said, Wafa, you are looking for a job after you graduated, right? I said, yes. She said, can you utilize your language and put it in a business? I said, like what? She said, interpretation and translation. You have credential, you have license, you have a diploma, and you have your native language. You are a strong woman. You can do it. So I say, can you show me at least something? I don't know what is interpretation and translation. It needs special needs. She said no. So she took me to one of the agency I always appreciate. The agency said, yes, we need an interpreter, Arabic interpreter.
Okay.
And we will train you a little bit about how you interpret, how
I
you
see.
translate.
I suppose that would really be important is to get
It
an
is
accurate
important.
interpretation.
Exactly, because it's not that easy. You just go interpret anything, because you need to understand the provider. Is he talking about this subject or this subject? What is the meaning? And the client beside you, sometimes he finish the sentence. Sometimes they put emotions in it. So you need to interpret as it is. You cannot put your feelings about it. Oh, I think he said that, or I think, I don't know. No, exactly. So they train me. They give me a small certificate that my language, my credentials, my diploma, my training with them made me fit to be an interpreter. First assignment was like beautiful. Hey, I can speak two languages and
Oh, yeah.
confident, and I can do that. And during that interpretation, I met one of the interpreter. She said, Wafa, I know that you speak Arabic. I said, yes. She said, do you teach me Arabic? I said, I'm not a teacher, I am interpreter. She said, I want you to be my teacher. I said, are you serious? She said, if you open a school for us as interpreter,
Sure.
who graduated from college, don't want to go to college, can you teach us? I said, well, I suppose to, I think so.
Yeah. Well, it would be. I would think it would be very practical because you are practically applying English and Arabic. I mean, in your
Yeah.
daily life, and that's probably what a lot of people would like
You
to plug
see,
into.
yeah,
Let me ask another question too. Like now, we're talking, over at the Chamber of Commerce offices, and you've been, as you got here many years ago, you plugged into the Chamber of Commerce, and you made some
Yes.
connections with some people at the chamber. So we've had opportunity to talk. But you have some entrepreneurial genes, don't you? Aren't there some people in your family that are business people too, back home in the Middle East?
yes, true. I have my father who inspired me. He was a very strong business owner.
Okay.
And for like 45 years.
I see.
When I was young, I was always dreamed to be as successful like him.
Okay.
But I did not know how to start.
Okay. What kind of a business did he have? What was his business?
Ice cream machine and colors. He provide the machine, the technology things for creating and making
Making ice cream.
ice cream.
I see.
Back in 60s or
Sure.
70s, ice cream in Middle East.
Sure.
It's
That's a big
delicious,
deal.
Sweet is a big deal.
And he grew a very successful business, didn't he?
Yes, because he went to Italy, and Italy was like one of the big countries to export and import those machines.
Sure.
And he did that business with them, and number one,
Yeah, I see.
So
Did that help you when somebody was saying, well, Wafa, come here, you do have some skills, you do have a degree, set up a business. Did that help you, knowing that, in the past that, well, I know people in my family have set up a business, and I see a lot of our viewers out there today, maybe they have, you've been working